And we back. We are back. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robbie, and if you're new here, make sure that you click on the subscribe button. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for subscribing to the channel and staying tuned, and welcome back. Today we'll be discussing why I decided to leave my actuarial studies and what I am currently doing. So let's get right into the video. So in leaving high school, I was really good in mathematics and I didn't know what I wanted to study in university. So one of the options that I had was actuarial science through my mathematics teacher, who actually did actuarial sciences and graduated from the University of the Free State, in which is the university that I studied in. And I decided, I think, actually, to tell the real truth, I applied for accounting, and later on I then decided that no, I don't want to do accounting. I actually want to do actuarial science. Right at the spot, I think it was the first day where the university was open for registrations, where I went to the university and I told them that I want to change to actuarial sciences, and I actually went to change it, and I actually ended up studying it. So I continued first year and my second year doing actuarial sciences because I was really good in mathematics, and there's always that tagline that I will actually put down there below, that if you are good in mathematics, one of the things that I put on the ASA website is that if you're good in mathematics, if you like statistics, if you, all of those options that are there, then actuarial science might be good for you. And I think they really put it out there as well, because there is a shortage. There's currently, I think, still a shortage of actuaries in South Africa, or actuarial professionals within South Africa, especially that of the Black demographic. So I then, I studied actuarial science, did my first year, did my second year, and because I was looking for a challenge, I did get my challenge for sure. It is a very challenging course, that I'm not gonna lie to you, but as I was doing, I think my second or third year, I got some internship vacation work at an asset management company, and I was working very closely with two analysts at the time. We were working in the same cubicle, and one of the analysts actually did actuarial science. He finished actuarial sciences, and he is now in asset management. And how I actually got that in what do you call it, internship, it's through an association called ASABA, where I was actually a president for that. It's the Association of South African Black Actuarial Professionals. It was an association, and I was a president for the University of the Free State chapter. And so I was there, and then I got the opportunity to go do my internship there. And while I was there, I learned more about other fields. I became more exposed to other fields that are in the financial services industry, and such as asset management. I never knew there's something called asset management until I never knew what they did, what they were doing practically, until I found myself in that situation. And in me finding that, I really found a passion for it, and I wanted to know more about what they're doing, and I went to go do research about the careers that are available in that space. And in speaking to one of the analysts, he indicated to me that you don't need to necessarily be an actuary or go through the actuarial study route to become an investment analyst. And I was honestly sold with the idea of becoming an investment analyst, and I was like, okay, why am I doing actuarial science? I was in my second or third year, I think. Partly second year. I think somewhere along those lines. But I was there, and I was in my second year, and I decided that this is not the route I want to take. I particularly didn't enjoy doing actuarial science at the time, because one, it is really challenging. The road to be an actuary is very long. Not that I'm not committed or anything, but I really didn't see myself as being an actuary, and this was more exaggerated as I engaged with more people who are in this space, because through Asaba we got to engage with actuarial professionals who are already practicing as actuaries in their respective careers. And as I learned more and more about what they do, I sort of took a step backward, and I was like, this is not a space where I want to be in or find myself in, or see myself doing with after I'm done with my studies. So I then decided to change. Before changing, I did consult with my program director. I had a few conversations with other people, my mentors as well, as to whether I'm doing the right decision or not. And I decided to change. I then changed and I did econometrics with the hopes of going into asset management or something else within the financial services industry, because engaging with these professionals, I found that there's actually more than what I was exposed to. So after changing, I was really, really excited. I was doing things that I was really interested in, things that I actually did enjoy. And with changing, or even before, I think the reason why it took me a bit longer to change my studies was, one, what are people going to say syndrome, because we have in our faculty or within our department, actually, the way it's said, people have this perception that once you change your degree, especially changing from actuarial science to something else, people sort of deem you as being like a bit dumber and whatever. So I was a bit reluctant in changing in the earlier stages of my studies, because I was, people will judge you guys, people will judge you. So I was a bit reluctant in changing, because I was like, what are people gonna say? Am I more dumber? Not dumb, but like dumber. So I needed to own up to my career and own up my decisions, and I knew I was smart enough and I had the brains enough. God has given me the brains to be where I am. So I continued with my career in that sense, or continue with econometrics, and then did my honors after that. And now I'm within the risk. I find myself in a risk space, in a risk environment. I'm a graduate risk analyst in one of South Africa's major banks. But I just want to highlight for you the key learnings from, or the key takeaways that you can take away from this video. One, I would like you to take from this video that the importance of being involved while you're still in university, but not only for those who are in university, but for also those who are within the work environment or wherever you are. Basically, within your career, there is always room for growth, there is always room for development and improving yourself, learning more. So be involved wherever you are. While I was a student, I would have never knew what being an actuary entailed until I was involved in the association, so Asaba. And if you want to be an actuary, I encourage you to, and you are in university and you are outside of the university as well, you are working, is to engage with it in the platform that Asaba has created for both students and working professionals as well, and learn more about what the space. The space is always changing. There's always something new to learn within that space, but also not only for actuaries, but for everyone else, for investment professionals. There is APSIB, and all these other organizations. For accounting professionals, I think it's ABASA it's called. Get involved within these associations and engage with, build a network with the people that are in there, so that you can learn more about what you know, what exists, and hopefully bridge the gap between those two environments. But lastly, I want to close off this video with a scripture from Romans 12 verse 6 to 8, which was actually preached in my church by my pastor, and I will put it here on the screen. And it says that we all have different gifts according to the grace of given to us. So if your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance to your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is to lead, do it diligently. If it's to show mercy, then do it cheerfully. This is to really highlight that we all have gifts, we all have passions. We might not fully understand what our gifts and passions and purpose is on earth. Like I didn't. I was a bit confused, and I think I'm still on my journey of discovering who am I within my career space and within life in general. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video with Barbie. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment on what your gift is, or what do you think your gift is, and what would you like to see more on this channel. And with that, thank you. See you guys in another video.